Okay, so hey guys, Echo here. This is game 2 of OG versus Archon at the Shanghai Major. This is Group B, or Group C rather. Apologies. Last game, OG won pretty convincingly. It's like a 25-minute win. They just outplayed Archon. The draft was a bit questionable from Archon as well, but yeah, let's jump into this game. So Lindred Earth Spirit bans from OG. Very standard bans for 6.86. IO targeted ban towards crit. Chen targeted, or just good 6.86 hero as well. Archon first big revenge, pretty standard. This is a very contested hero in 6.86. But OG respond with a Batrider pick. Now normally Batrider is considered weak against Venge because you can always swap the lasso target. So it's a bit strange that OG picked this, but maybe they have a plan. I'm curious to see what it will be. Yeah, strange. They also pick up Lion. Fly just played a good Lion last game, so I think this is fine. They seem to be comfortable enough with their item progression and level progression against Archon, so they can get away with something like a greedy hero like Lion. Beastmaster pickup from Archon. Good hero against Batrider. The Hawk vision is very huge against a hero that is so reliant on getting a clean initiation off. If you can see Bat coming, it's much easier to prevent him from lassoing people. So I like this pick. It's pretty good. It's also good against Lion and lane. After level 5, you can really harass him with boars quite well. And it's hard for him to lane against Beastmaster. Okay.
10 seconds remaining. Team Archon's turn to ban.
Ancient Invoker bans. Again, just standard. Very standard bans from our first 6.86 game. Invoker is quite a strong hero. He's just very versatile. It's super hard to like say what makes Invoker good because he has so many things going for him. His only weakness is like his mobility early on, and he's a bit vulnerable, and he's countered by BKBs to an extent. But other than that, he's just an amazing hero. Provides so much for just one pick, so it's a good ban. Also, Invoker Beastmaster has some synergy, in that Exort Invoker can turn any like iffy kill with Roar into a kill, just with the extra damage from Sunstrike. Beast can start soloing heroes at that point.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay. Anyway, I'm getting spammed. Help. Alright, Zeus pickup from OG. Pretty standard. It's a good 6.86 hero. It's also pretty good against Beast because you can deal with the Hawks very well with lightning bolts. Also, Bat and Zeus pair well together. Bat can go for a kill across the map. Zeus can ult. Or they can just go for a kill together, and Zeus can provide a lot of damage into a lasso target.
Seconds remaining.
Pretty strong hero overall. He just does an insane amount of damage, honestly, to anyone who doesn't have a BKB or like high magic resist. Okay, OD pickup from Archon. Very strong hero in 6.86, though he is mostly a pub hero, it seems. Teams don't really seem to have much success with him in competitive. I'm not sure if that's a play issue or if it's a kit issue. But yeah. Okay, so ET pickup from OG. Now, we saw Vici yesterday play this hero very well as Ice on the offlane ET. He did quite well for his team. He set up a lot of kills. In this case, I think it's a pretty good pick because he has good counter engage against Beastmaster. And additionally, he has Zeus on his team. So Natural Order basically makes Zeus, who is a hero who does a ridiculous amount of damage on his own, he does even more damage. Like, it's actually crazy. I would never want to play against this.
5 seconds remaining.
God, yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm not. This is going to be disgusting. If OG get their items on Zeus and Bat, this is going to be an annoying game for Archon. They basically are forced to get BKBs on all of their cores if they want to have like even a small chance of living through fights. Now the nice thing about this combo is like they do so much magic damage and they force BKBs no matter what that like they can just go for a really hard hitting physical damage dealer as their last pick, and OG or Archon don't really have an option. Like they have to go BKBs or they're just gonna all die to Zeus, and then the physical damage dealer of OG will be able to clean up and do quite a bit. At least early on, that's how it'll go down. So here's the Mirana that was banned last game. Oh, okay. So I'd imagine Archon strategy is OD and Mirana. So OD astrals somebody in lane, or Mirana goes for an arrow. I'd imagine that is the reason for the Mirana ban. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I like that. This definitely explains why Mirana was just randomly banned by OG last game. Also, I believe MVP Phoenix, it might have been MVP Hot 6. They ran this a long time ago, and they just forced people to like either ban it or just do their same strat a very long time ago. I can't remember what tournament it was at, but I remember seeing a game like this, and it was just brutal. Like, if the other team doesn't get BKBs, it's horrible. And, like, you have to remember, BKB is a 4K item. Like, it costs 4,000 golds. You're not going to get this in time. Like, Zeus and AT are going to have some opportunities to fight together before then. It's a really sick combination of enemy heroes, or of heroes. Okay, so right now Archon is lacking a bit of outspam. Like, they don't have too many ways to clear creeps. OG doesn't have a really good pushing lineup, so it's not too big a deal, but I would like to see them pick up something related to that. That's something I think is important to every team. Just being able to push creep waves is very important. Not even necessarily for defensive plays like under tower, but can be used like to push offensively as well and just create pressure very quickly. I'm interested to see how OG rounds out their draft. I'd imagine it'll be a physical damage dealer, though. That makes the most sense to me. Like, maybe, no, not Nature's Prophet. I'm not sure. We'll see. It has to be a hero who does physical damage, who isn't really bothered by BKBs. We'll see. Archon thought it was Slark. I think that would have been okay. Okay, yep, they go with PL. So, pretty heavy physical damage. He does a little bit of magic damage with Lance and Diffuso, but, yeah. Interesting pick by Archon, or by OG. Archon also don't have any ways to deal with the illusions, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so Archon pick up an Ember Spirit. It's literally 100% because of PL. Not super great against the other heroes, though, honestly. Like, he can have trouble against Zeus in lane, but we'll see how it goes. He also can kill Zeus in lane if Zeus messes up, so it's a pretty volatile matchup.
Prepare for battle.
Okay. Pretty standard start from both teams. Moon going off lane bat. Miracle PL. Not a no-tail PL. That's surprising, actually. Ooh, I'm a little worried about this. Like, historically, when Miracle is on safe lane, OG doesn't do as well as they usually do. Like, they're not bad by any means. They're still a world-class team. But, they usually do slightly better when Miracle is on, like, mid heroes for whatever reason. It could just be the way the game is played, or the way they play the game. But we'll have safe lane OD, monkeys mid Ember against Zeus. Also note that this camp was blocked right away by crit. Good stuff. This is targeted at Beastmaster and also Potom to an extent because she wants to be able to farm this with Sacred Arrow. We do see Archon grouping up. If they get an Astral on any hero, they die. That hero is just dead because an arrow will follow up, and they also have bench stun and things like that. Or Archon gonna go behind the tower. Holy shit, this is so smart. This could be game winning actually if they go. Okay, they decide not to. They're gonna go for a miracle instead. They might actually get him because he might go for the rune. He knows it's like super not safe though. Nice dodge by Miracle. Great presence of mind. Okay, good stuff. So Zeus gets a bounty rune. Monkeys gets a bounty rune as well. Standard start. Nice play by Miracle. A nice try by Archon as well. That was pretty good. Okay. So it's going to be Beastmaster solo offlane against PL Lion. This is actually a pretty good lane for Beastmaster. Normally, this hero has issues in the laning phase, but it's going to be hard for OG to really zone this hero out. Especially once he gets to like level 3 and level 5, where his boars get stronger. He's going to be able to actually like kill Lion and push PL out of lane. But it all depends on how quickly he gets his levels. Oh, missed a kill. Alright, so OD Potom combo working out. Moon has to go to jungle at this point. He can get this like residual XP to get level 2, but he really needs to be careful in this lane. Like the double stun Astral Arrow combination is just pretty scary. It's like a nightmare to deal with as an offlaner actually. Okay, looks like Whitebeard is going mid. So Whitebeard actually has the ability to just end the game before it even like gets off, or before it even really starts. If he just gets a lot of kills for his team, like early in the laning phase, it can be pretty disastrous. Moon has 8 stacks on JO. Okay, so Moon is dead. Yeah, as long as the arrow lands, Moon just dies. I think he's just getting too aggressive here. That was a good try, but like, I don't know. I guess by doing this, he's also enabling his other lanes to do okay, because Potom can't be in 2 lanes at once. She can't arrow 2 people at once. So if she's bottom, she's not killing his other lanes, so it's not horrible, really. But still pretty scary. At least he'll have stacks to fall back on. Like, Crit's doing a good job of that. OG is always very good about getting their stacks off. That's something you'll notice they always do. Okay. Oh, unfortunate. So if I barely gets, misses the pull. Moon could actually get some experience off of this if they don't pull this camp in response, but not the big deal. Okay, so I do think most of this game is going to be decided by like how well Whitebeard does and how much space he can create. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Archon does have pretty good late game, but they don't have the best tower defense until Ember gets a Battle Fury. And probably even a crit, too, honestly. Whereas it's pretty easy for OG to just play aggressively with Bat and Zeus as soon as Bat gets a blink. Okay. Looks like Moon is dead again. Nice arrow by Whitebeard. Yeah, he needs to go jungle at this point. This is disastrous. He's level 3, and he's almost level 4, so it's not like he's getting like totally denied and he's feeding. So it's really not like that bad. But it is getting to the point where like, alright, this OD hero is getting super strong. We need to be careful. But JO's CS is actually abysmal. This is so bad for 4 minutes. I don't know how this happens, but alright, whatever. I won't dwell on that too much. That's a big deal though. Like, if he had 2 kills plus the normal CS at 4 minutes, which is like, you know, around 20, like what Miracle has, that would be a big deal. But alright, well, whatever. So OG has crit come bottom. He's just gonna sit in lane and try to soak up experience. This is actually pretty smart. Crit's gonna have a hard time getting XP otherwise, and Moon doesn't even want to be down there. But it looks like Archon saw him run this way on the ward. And yeah, Crit is gonna die here. He did get his level 2. Oh, nice try. That is a good attempt. Okay, he gets to stomp off. Does a little damage before he dies. This is space. I mean, this is better than Moon dying. At least Moon is like stacking now and farming. Or trying to farm anyway. He's up to level 5, so good stuff. OG just needs to be a little bit careful about bleeding so many deaths. Oh, No-Tail's in trouble as well. He gets arrowed. Alright. Nice play by Whitebeard. Nice play by Monkeys as well for initiating that. So this bottom has a like very high impact. It's actually an interesting composition by Archon because they have multiple ways to set up for arrows. They have Venge Stun, the biggest one being Astral, and also Searing Chains is quite good. Like especially when Ember starts to get Sleight of Fist. This is a very IG-esque draft. They did this at ESO 1 Frankfurt in 2014 against EG. That was part of what happened in the famous like 22-0 game. Okay, yeah. Just arrow onto a Venge Stun hero. Monkeys kind of feeds, so that's not good, but no, they do kill Zeus again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, thank you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So I think Archon really needs to keep up the pressure here, though. I'm pretty worried about OG's mid game. Like I think Archon do outscale OG eventually, but OG's mid game is so much stronger with Zeus CT and Bat. I am very worried about how it's going to go for Archon, despite them having a huge advantage early on. Oh, it's not even. Okay, OG is actually out farming Archon. Like, despite being down 5 kills, that's really big. I'd imagine this is mostly because of the discrepancy between Jo and Miracle. Like, this is about a 300 gold difference, 10 CS. It's about that. So that's where most of it comes from. But 2 kills happen mid. That is pretty bad. Can go back and watch, I suppose. See what happened. So it looks like they just got stomped. Nice double stun by Fly afterward. Nice. Okay. So yeah, they tried to get aggressive on No-Tail and they got stomped in response. Echo Stomp, really sick spell. If you have other AoE follow-up CC. Let's go live. Okay, so Moon ended up dying bottom again. Looks like he got roared. Okay. So nice rotation by Moo. Any kills they get on Bat before a Blink Dagger is extremely impactful. They need to delay his Blink as long as possible. I don't think Moon should go down bottom at all. I really think he should just stay in the jungle and farm as much as he can. He doesn't need to pressure at all. He just needs to farm and get his Blink. That will pay off much more in the end game. Or in the mid game, rather. Okay. Lion gets an invisibility rune. He sees Ember place at ward, so... yeah, buy sentries in response. Good stuff. He's gonna... oh my god, alright. I don't know what Monkeys was doing here. I can't think of what he could have wanted to do there. Like, he might have wanted to like contest Bat doing stacks or something, because they do have vision here. Like, this is Archon's ward, so... I guess he just wanted to contest the stacks, but he ends up getting like completely dominated for it with Finger and Thunder Gods. Additionally, Natural Order was factored in there. Finger did extra damage, so did Thunder Gods. That's pretty rough. Monkey just dies twice in a row. Yeah, I mean, even though Archon had such a good early game, I'm really worried about their mid game. I I really think the Zeus ET thing is just it's so easy to play, like, and it's so effective too. Like until these guys get BKBs, unless JL goes for like a first item BKB, I don't see him surviving in these fights at all. Like there's just no way. If he gets stunned, he's just dead. He can get swapped out at max range, like maybe after a level 2 swap, but that's I don't know, very scary. Looks like he's going for a drum build. It is the Shanghai Major after all. We build drums here. Hotel's going for a very standard Aether Lens build on Zeus. The extra range acts as sort of like a defensive item in a sense, but it also gives you mana and a little bit more damage, so it's quite nice. Okay, looks like Miracle's in trouble. Alright. So this is a pretty big kill, I think. Any kills they can get on OG's mid and late game heroes are quite valuable in this game. They just need to give themselves as much time as possible. Whitebeard tries to arrow the catapult. Pretty cute. That's one of my favorite things when I play Potom. It's just arrowing catapults now. So much money for free. Okay, so Moon, despite getting fucking destroyed in lane, he comes back through the stacks that OG provides and gets a 10-minute blink and tranquils. So nice job by him and OG to keep him in the game despite feeding. A lot of that came down to crit and fly, just stacking so much for him. Well, Miracle barely dodges an arrow. That would have been really, really bad for him. Okay, there's scouting Zeus ult by No Tail. Also a good play. They need to see what OG is doing, or Archon is doing rather. It looks like they're going to trade T1 towers. Pretty standard play. It's too much of a risk for them to just TP in and try to defend. Okay, it looks like they're going to reveal the bat blink here on a hero mid. Looks like it might be Potom. It's probably the last hero they want to kill, but unless she goes back to base here, she's probably going to die. And there's just a fucking Aegis in this guy's inventory, because, you know, why not? Alright, did anyone... Yeah, that was weird. So she does get lassoed and fingered. Not the best hero to kill, but not the worst either. Fight's gonna break out. Okay. Ember is in some trouble here. Gets hexed up, remnants out just in time. Good stuff. OD also in trouble now. Moon dies off on the side, he gets roared. Jo is gonna die. There's no swap available. Pretty unfortunate. At least Ember lived though. I would like to point out that before that, Potom had just a random Aegis in her inventory. This is an Iron Branch. Like, she dropped the Iron Branch out of her inventory. No, it looked like she dropped the Aegis, and an Iron Branch appeared on the ground. Like, that's actually the secret GG item. I'm glad I have video evidence of all of this. Nobody would believe me otherwise.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. Looks like fairly standard item builds. Miracle's going for the Asha after Treads and Aquila. I like this personally. I don't like going straight to Fiesel. I feel like you need the Asha to improve your item progression. Okay. So Zeus has his Aether Lens, and this is the point in time where OG's mid game just becomes like disgusting. They have Bat Blink and Aether Lens, and it's pretty close to max natural order. I'd imagine he'll get it pretty soon here. He might go for another level in Echo Stomp, but the natural order point is quite valuable. Yep, you're right. He gets the 4th point. So now they're doing maximum damage pretty much with their current items. Fights are going to be really hard for Archon if everyone gets their spells off on OG. That's all there is to it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The one downside of OG's team composition is that they can't do Rosh quickly at all. Even when PL starts to get pretty farmed, it's just really hard. Their heroes aren't good at doing it. Whereas Archon could very easily do it with OD and Beast and Venge. So both teams are smoked behind the core heroes in mid. I'd imagine this starts off with a Bat Blink. Could very easily get swapped. Okay, no, Fluff is a little bit too slow. He's just out of position. And this is a power of Bat, Zeus, ET. Like, you just lasso a hero, and if they don't get defensive spell, or if they don't get a defensive spell on them, they just instantly die. They have no counterplay. The only counterplay is, like, Fluff being in within 700 range of the target, and just instantly swapping them, and hoping he doesn't get nuked anyway. It's a really dangerous composition from OG. Okay, so Monkeys get stomped. Nah, they can't really follow up.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Okay, Moo blinks, or jumps in, throws his Necro down. Crit gets arrowed, he's gonna die. They can just leave him though, and that's fine. That's really not that bad. He is a big part of their tower defense though, so not the greatest, but... So Archon are probably gonna get this T1. I guess it depends on how much damage No Tail can deal before the fight starts. Airline's on fly, that was sick. Alright, nice. So they just pick up another free kill. They swap in No Tail. Alright, that was sick. That was so good by Archon. They're gonna get 2 towers off of this. Alright, really nice play. Like, not only do they hit the money arrow on Lion for the free kill, they also get the like double play and swapping Zeus in. So nice play by Fluff and Whitebeard there, setting up kills for their team. Those are very impactful kills, actually. Okay, so we actually see ET going for a Veil here. Pretty good choice in my opinion. Now Zeus can go for a mobility item, whereas like before the common Zeus build is Veil and Aether Lens, but Crit's gonna have the Veil covered, so Zeus can go for a Blink Dagger or a Force or a Nocturne Core. Which is pretty important in a game like this where he can just die instantly to an ACC. Moon is looking for a lasso, doesn't get it. What is Jo building? Eponymous building a mech, pretty standard. You don't really see right-click bottoms anymore, especially not in the support role. JO's item progression is just not good. He seems like super behind. I'm not sure why that is. Monkeys went for the lottery chains, like in the creep wave. It's pretty unlikely that it gets the chains there, but goes for it. Not a horrible play, I guess. He does complete his bots, but this is like super late. Very common timing is before 12 minutes. That's the standard timing, really. So unless a huge fight happens and Archon end up taking a few fights in a row, I think Monkey's Battle Fairy is going to be very late. Probably around like 25, 27 minutes, somewhere around there. Not horrible, but it might be even later, actually. Depending on how well he does. Okay, Fluff gets initiated on bottom. He actually swaps in Moon, it looks like. But not going to result in anything. There might be a catch here with Stomp. Okay. Moon gets stunned. He's going to die here. Oh, 6 Stomp by Crit, actually. He ends up saving Moon. Holy shit. That was so beautifully timed. Does get arrowed, though. So he's going to fall, but he saved his Bat Rider here. Okay. Moon baits. He needs to get out ASAP. He can't. Oh, he can't TP. Okay. Very good. Miracle goes in, kills a Beastmaster. OD also died during that time, but he's going to go down. No Tail needs to be super careful here. He ults to stop the Flame Guard. Gets swapped back in. Okay. That was overall a win for Archon. They killed the Zeus, they kill the PL. They lose Beastmaster and OD, but I think Zeus and PL are like slightly more important. Also, Archon is behind, so they get more gold for their kills. So that's good. They're basically doing the same thing that OG was doing, except with less gold and experience, so good on them. But I think this was all possible because of the Stomp by Crit. Like, this would have been worse for OG, I believe.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. I expect Archon, like, next time they have a good fight like that, they should transition into Roche. Roshan is really like Archon's big win condition here. It's just how many times they can get this. They just need to stall the game till late game, and Rush is a good way to do that. No-Tail is actually quite poor as well. Like, this is a very low farm game for a course. It's quite surprising. Like, even Miracle isn't very farmed at all. Actually, I'm not really sure why that is. I think it's because, like, both teams have just insane kill potential. Like, OG with Batrider, Zeus, ET, and even Lion to an extent. And Archon have OD, Potom, and Beastmaster as, like, ways to set up kills. And they also have Slight Chains for Ember, or Swap. Like, so, the reason these heroes have such low farm is just because they're, like, being very conscious of the enemy team. It's like, they're not risking farming out these lanes, for example, like these wide open ones, because they don't want to die. So, it's pretty funny. There aren't many games where you just see Miracle with 9k net worth at 20 minutes. Pretty surprising. Actually, what's the GPM? Yeah, the highest GPM in this game is 460. That is so low compared to most games. Like, that's really surprising, actually. That's funny. Alright, so anyway, enough about that shit. Smoke up from OG. It looks like they were under a Hawk, though. That is very sad. Yeah, Archon definitely know what's happening here. I feel like the play for Archon here is not to sit behind tower, but to go behind Ember Spirit and just push and have him show in lane. I think that would have been completely fine. So they do get scattered by Zeus ult, but yeah. Okay, so OG used this time where they're not going to get any kills. They know where Archon is, but they use this time to get some wards down. Archon will probably know this. They know that OG smoked, which is pretty likely. So they should expect that there are wards in the jungle, or in their jungle rather. Okay, so nice ward placement by OG here. This is a really good place to put wards down when you lose your tier 1 tower as Dire. Once you see enemy hero rotations or anyone going into your jungle. Okay, Diffusal is up on PL, so that's pretty good. He's able to fight at this point. He wants to keep farming until he gets, like, you know, a few more items, but he's able to show up to a fight if he needs to, so that's good.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I'm waiting for this game to crack open and for OG to really start, like, pressuring. But I guess it's difficult for them because Archon has, like, very high threat heroes. But okay, so Ember gets lassoed, fingered. He gets saved by his OD though. Okay, really nice play by Joa here. Saved his Ember. Oh, actually, holy shit, he just dies to Zeus ult. Okay. This is not good for Archon. No-Tail's... Okay, he actually can't kill everyone because fucking Necro. Alright. This is good for Archon. Necronomicon, pretty good item, I'd say. Good stuff. Also, nice swap by Fluff. And a nice blink response from Jo. Okay, so Jo was the MVP of the last, like, you know, 45 seconds. Yeah, so No-Tail not having a mobility item. Actually, he had a blink there, so never mind. He doesn't have a good way to deal with the Necro unit, so if Moo just 6 him on him every fight, it's pretty tough for him. You might need to get, like, some way to deal with the mana burn. Could be a BKB, could just be getting more mana and an Octarine. Not really sure. It's a pretty tough choice, I think. Could get a Ghost Scepter as well, but that's like a temporary fix. But Ghost is quite good against every other hero on this team. Okay, Potom and OD looking for a kill here. Could just be farming, that's okay too. But they can kill Miracle if they get an Imprisoned off. Luckily OG have this ward and they very clearly scouted these two. Yes. Okay. Monkey's is closing in on his Battle Fury. He'll have it pretty soon. He has the money for a Claymore now, so he just needs 1,200 more for the broadsword. That will complete it. Oh, he also needs a Clawing Blade as well, so another 1400, and Monkeys will have his Battle Fury. That really is the big turning point in this game, I think. It won't be like Archon doesn't auto-win at that point, but the game becomes much harder because of the way PL functions. He's just an illusion-based hero, and when you have a bunch of units stacked up together like this, and Ember is cleaving them all with Slate of Fist, like, becomes pretty hard to fight against as PL. There are still some cute things you can do, like timing Slate of Fist with Doppelganger, and syncing up like that, but yeah. Okay. Archon does have the issue of just not having very farmed heroes, though. Like, Odie's net worth is pretty terrible for 25 minutes, but luckily the hero doesn't need too much to do his job. His drums and blink is totally fine.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's actually a blink on Venge. So his initiation range is like really crazy now with the swap as well. Like a 950 plus 1200 max range. It's pretty nuts if he can get a max range blink. Similar to a Sand King. The only problem is he kind of has to suicide to do that, but yeah. Alternatively, he could just swap and then blink out. That's a little bit more safe. Okay, Beastmaster picks up a gem. Great choice, in my opinion. They need to really start like cleaning up the map and getting some pickoffs off if they want to win this game. Like, they're doing well, but they need to close out. For sure. I would like to see OG try to force a fight as soon as they can. Their lineup is at its like pretty much the strongest point. Okay, another scouting out by Zeus. He wanted to make sure his PL was safe to push. Actually, Miracle just blinks. Holy shit. Miracle blinks, instantly kills OD. I don't even think Jo lives there if he ashes himself correctly. Okay, at the same time, Fly goes on people bottom. Looks like Lasso is committed as well. So OD and Ember just instantly die. That is not good. That means their item progression is like, for lack of a better word, in the shitter. They're gonna have issues. That might have been like the tipping point for this game. Like Miracle getting a solo kill on OD and Ember just dying. Now his Battle Fury isn't going to be until like 30 minutes. Probably even later, honestly. Probably like 31, 32 minutes, depending on how OG pressures. They're getting a tier 1 or tier 2 tower bottom. The only saving grace for Archon is that OG can't just go do Roche. They don't have the physical damage yet.
Coin.
Okay, smoke up from Archon. They're probably going to use this to get wards up, but they could also go for the PL kill. Okay. I think if they land a Roar, Miracle dies. It's just tricky to actually get a Roar off. Like when there are so many illusions to go through. Scouting out comes out from Zeus. Miracle knows for sure that these guys are smoked because they just like didn't get hit by Zeus ult. He's going to get away safely. He can just TP. Okay, nice play by Miracle. Nice play by Dota as well. That really helps out his Miracle player. Okay, if Monkeys gets lassoed here, he will die to Zeus. Guaranteed. Only downside is Zeus doesn't have ult, so maybe not. But they do have the extra veil, so... Okay, either way, he remnants out in the trees now. Moon had like a slight opportunity there, but pretty tough to actually get that. Can't blame him for missing it. Okay, also Aether Lens picked up by Moon. This just makes his life easier as a Batrider. He can blink further, uses first force from further away. Lasso is much longer cast range due to the extra 200 from Aether Lens. It's just easier to play Batrider with this item. Okay, he gets some max range arrowed. Nothing is going to happen from this, but it's still pretty funny. Okay, Battle Fury up for Member at exactly 30 minutes. Gets a nice deny on the tower. Both teams seem pretty scared to go in here. I can't say I blame them. It's pretty hard to initiate on either team, just because like if you go in on someone on Archon, then he's going to get imprisoned, unless it's OD of course, or that he's going to get swapped. And if you go in on OG, you're just going to get stomped and lassoed and, you know, nuked by Zeus, who does 1,000,000 damage. It's definitely like a... I actually think the team that initiates, unless they get a super solid initiation off, they're actually going to lose the fight, just because of all the disengagement tools that each team has. I suppose it depends on like how high value the CC targets are. Okay, so Crit is in trouble. This is BKB from OD though. OG may turn to... No, okay, Miracle is completely gone. So they just give up the ET kill. They try to get out. Arrow's up in 3 seconds. They might go for an additional catch, but pretty flimsy chance at this point. Alright, nice, okay. So Whitebeard overextends just a little smidgen, and OG see that opportunity to kill him, so nice. They end up just trading support heroes. Looks like Zeus is going for a Octarine or Bloodstone. I'd imagine it's Bloodstone. Could be Octarine though. It's quite a bit of damage. Either way, he definitely needs some HP. He doesn't want to be able to just die in a stun. Vi is dealing with the pesky boars. Nice blink away. If he got roared there, he would have died for sure. No-Tail needs to be really careful. Okay, Moon barely dodges the animation of roar. He would have died there as well. So OG very narrowly escapes that gank. Good stuff. They don't want to die around this area of the map. It's actually especially important that it's in this specific area, because if they lose a core hero, or like a... Yeah, just a core hero. It doesn't matter if the supports die, really. But if they lose a core, then that means that Archon can very easily go Rosh. Or maybe not easily, but they can go Rosh. That's an option. Okay, you'll notice that when Whitebeard just showed up like this, Miracle's first reaction wasn't to run away. Like, he debated whether or not he could kill that hero, rather than, like, just running immediately when he saw a hero. Like, you could see him make a decision in his movements. Like, he immediately turned towards Potom in, a assessment of whether or not he could kill. Then he decided, like, okay, there aren't too many heroes showing on the map, maybe I better not. Whereas I think a lot of people would just be like, oh shit, enemy team. Need to get out of here. Okay, Moon gets swapped, immediately blinks out. Nice play by him. It's also why, like... Okay, I'll wait till the end of the fight for this. Gets Searing Chained into arrowed. He's pretty much just dead. He doesn't really have a counterplay to that. I was going to say that as Venge, if you're going for a swap play like that, you kind of want to use your Urn or Wave of Terror to break the blink. At least when you're doing it against a hero that has blink, because they could very easily just blink right afterwards. Whereas if you do damage to them beforehand, it's they can't do that. Usually Urn is like slightly better because there's no cast animation for it, but yeah. So here's the strength of Archon's lineup. Like, they just get one pick and they can transition it into 2 towers. Their heroes are just so good at pushing, especially with Beastmaster. But Miracle does get top lane tower, so good positioning by OG actually. Like a map positioning anyway, not necessarily hero positioning. Miracle's creating a lot of pressure here. He actually, okay, yeah, Monkeys needed to get out there. He now has no way to get back to base, so like this guy's just stuck here. He's gonna have to run back. Miracle creating a lot of space by going for that Ember kill and forcing the Remnant. So really good on him. Now, like if you're in Monkey's shoes here, you can't just go farm the jungle. Like you know OG is looking for you. They know you have no TP, no Remnant, so. Okay, he goes to farm the safest camp on the map. Looks like Zeus will be going for an Octarine. If it was Bloodstone, he would have it already. Oh, I guess he could be saving for buyback. I'd imagine it's Octarine though. That seems like a better build to me. Okay, so now that Miracle has a Scotty, OG can go for Roche. It's still like kind of shitty. Like you can see they just don't do it very quickly. But they can do it as long as Archon doesn't interrupt. Okay, it looks like they're gonna get it. Archon really isn't in position to defend at this point. They'd have to start running like right now. Okay. There might still be a fight, depending on how it goes. Okay, someone's getting arrowed. Oh no. Okay, nice. They dodge. But Archon knows now. They need to go full steam. Monkeys goes for the big play. Big Aegis stash. Aegis goes to Phantom Lancer. Meanwhile, Elder Titan and Bat and Zeus instantly die. So this is a huge win for Archon. So despite OG getting Rush, still very big win for Archon. They're also... No, they can't pressure PL anymore. Okay. So... Actually, you'll note here that OG pushed out most of their lanes before they pushed, or they went for the rush play. Like, they made sure that top was slow pushing. So, unless Archon went straight for mid, they don't really have any options to push after that. So, not a total disaster, but not super great either. This was really impactful just because, like, basically, the rush is sort of wasted. I mean, they still have Aegis, they still got the golden experience, so it's not, like, super bad. Illusion. I just think, like, any kills they give up at this point are very impactful due to the way Archon's lineup scales. Like, any extra gold for Ember Spirit means quite a bit for countering PL. We'll see how it goes, though. BKB is picked up by Moo, this is really good. JO has had his for a while, but it's starting to tick down, actually. It's at 7 seconds now. Basically, they just need BKBs, like I said in the draft. Like, this lineup does so much damage that... Or does so much magic damage that it's absolutely mandatory that every core gets a BKB at some point. Even Ember. Like, a Flame Guard is not nearly enough. Okay, Miracle purges Fluff, goes for the kill. Looks like he's... Okay, no, he can't get it because of Moonlight Shadow. He has to really disguise himself here. Yeah, so he just started hitting the boar and saying blended in with his illusions, and then he blinked out once it was off cooldown. So nice play by Miracle. He made it really hard for Archon to connect with the kill there. Whereas if he just ran away and separated himself from his illusions, they could have very easily astraled him or aurora'd him. So nice play by Miracle. He also created quite a bit of space. So OG have a good timing window here though, despite losing the rush fight. They still have the Aegis. They can choose to push for Rax here. If they catch out a big hero without swap going off with Lasso, that's probably their best bet. I'd actually say like killing Venge is one of their better options. It's just tough. Like if Fluff is on point, then he's not going to be exposing himself that far. They just need to find this sweet spot where like somebody is slightly out of range of Lasso, or slightly in range of Lasso and slightly out of range of swap. Okay, so I don't know why he was just swapped. I guess he got echo stomped. There's no reason to do that though. Like, unless Miracle was hitting him, but I didn't see for sure. And like he's full mana, so I don't think he was. I think that was just not a good swap by Fluff. Like now, any lasso they get is a guaranteed kill, unless there's a sick astral play. Yeah, JO's just dead. He has no counterplay. Miracle's gonna kill their whole team now. He still has Aegis. There's absolutely no worries. Okay, pot him buyback. OD has no buyback. This is Rex.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
That was pretty big misplay by Fluff. I really think he jumped the gun too much on that swap.
Barracks are under attack.
Whitebeard's gonna go down now. He has no buyback. Just used it.
Radiant's top
Yeah, this is a rough, really rough game from this point on.
middle tower is
OG can just get 2 Rexes from here. They still have Aegis on Miracle. I mean, man. Their only saving grace is that Ember still has Battle Fury crit. He can defend to an extent. He just has to be careful. Archon or OG has lasso up again. Fluff really needs to make sure his next swap is on point, and it's on somebody who's lassoed.
middle tower has fallen.
Okay. Yeah, he needed to swap there for sure. That was totally fine. He ends up dying, but Monkey's was gonna die guaranteed.
Radiant's middle barracks.
So he needed to save his core. Nice initiation by Fly there.
Middle barracks are under attack.
Okay. Miracle went in. He doesn't have Aegis at this point, so pretty impactful if he dies. Jo gets lassoed out. Miracle switching to Monkeys. Really beautiful stun by Lion. Alright, 6 stun by Fly. He gets 2 cores. That pretty much ends the game. OD has no buyback. Monkeys has no buyback. Yeah, that's game. Archon have no way to defend this, even with the Necro units. Miracle needs to be careful not to die, but okay, yeah, he's good. So they can just get a third set of Raxes here and end the game. Beastmaster has no buyback, I believe, as well. Oh no, he does. It doesn't matter though, because he can't buy back and just like 1v5 these guys. OG can just go for the easy Mega Creeps one.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So technically it's not 100% over, but
Radiant's
pretty over. Like they still have Ember Spirit who can defend, but pretty unlikely. Yeah, they just call GG. Okay. It might have been worth it to, try to go for the Hail Mary Mega Creeps win with Ember Spirit, but
bottom barracks.
no, they decided to just GG out.
Dire victory.
But yeah, pretty solid play by OG. I really like this Elder Titan, Batrider, and Zeus draft. It's so much magic damage, and no matter what other heroes you have on your team, like as long as there's some physical damage involved, like when the enemy team goes for BKBs, your physical damage dealer is going to do a lot of damage naturally because they can't go for anti-physical damage items like Shivas or AC in addition to going BKBs early on. So it's a pretty unique power spec lineup. I really like this actually. It's pretty. I would actually expect to see this more from OG or maybe other teams copying them. But yeah, anyways, this was OG versus Archon game 2. OG ended up taking the series 2-0 pretty convincingly, I'd say. But this game was a little bit shaky. But yeah, I'm pretty new to this whole casting thing. This was just like a chill analysis, casting, commentary, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I just pretend I know what I'm talking about for like 50 minutes, and if you're crazy, you listen. If you're not, then you don't, I guess. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you like this, what you think I can improve on, how I could do this better, or maybe any games that you want me to cast, just in general. Could be pubs, could be competitive games, anything. Yeah, just thank you for watching, though. Peace.